Hello friends, this is going to be my Jamboard video. So I'm going to show you how to get on Jamboard, how to use the different tools on there, and give you a little walkthrough so that way you can start using Jamboard just for fun. And then next week, like I said, with our new schedule, you're actually going to have Jamboard time. And it's going to be about 20 minutes on Fridays. It's going to be a different assignment, and you're going to have a choice board where you can pick any activity from that board and spend that 20 minutes doing that activity on your Jamboard. And that'll just be something that you can send to me for fun, and you can share with the class if it's something that you complete, so things like that. So let me show you how we make a Jamboard. So a Jamboard is just like a big whiteboard, and it is completely free, which is nice. So it's really easy to get to, and it's really easy to use. Now you're going to go onto Google. So if you click on your little Chrome button down here, that little rainbow circle, and then when you get to Google with this page here, you're going to come up here and click on this little waffle. That's what a lot of people call a little waffle. And it's going to pop up with all these cool buttons with lots of things on here. Little side note, if you didn't know this, the way for you to get to Google Classroom is on here. So if you ever get stuck and you don't know how to get to our Google Classroom, you can click on our little chalkboard here. And so I'm going to click on that waffle, and I'm going to scroll down. And I'm going to keep going and going and going and going and going all the way until I see this button down here. It looks like yellow headphones, kind of like the side of your headphones. And it says Jamboard. And that's what I'm going to click on. And it'll take a second to load. And then it's going to take you to this page. Now, this is my Jamboard. So if you guys recognize this, this is our Tuesday, our Jamboard that we've been using this last week with our spelling on here. Let's see what it shows us here. Yeah, we've got our spelling and our questions that I asked you about, like your favorite color, or if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you want to go? A question about, where you'd want to go in the world. We have our spelling on here, things like that. So that's my Jamboard. And then to get back to our Jamboard, I'm going to click on the Jamboard button up here. And it's going to take me back to the page that shows all of my Jamboards. Now, when you first log into Jamboard, you're not going to have any Jamboards. And you're going to come down here on the bottom corner, and you're going to click on that big orange plus sign, and it's going to make a new jam, is what they call it. And when it pulls it up, it's just going to be a blank Jamboard ready for you to use. So what you can do, you got lots of choices over here. Let's come over here and look at the pen. Now, with the pen, you can just write things like that, but you can change the color. So if you want it to be a pen, you can change the colors. If you want it to be a marker, it'll be a little bit thicker. Okay, and you have a couple colors there. You can do a highlighter, and it's kind of thick, and you can see through it. And then there's also the paintbrush, which is just another way to write. So that is the pen, and you can do all those different things right out of here, out of this little button. You just have to click on it. And then down here is the eraser, which is very important, so you can erase anything on here. Then there's the select button. So this is going to be helpful once you have Post-its and things like that on here. So let's go add a Post-it. I've shown you how to do this in class, so I know you know how, but down here there's a sticky note button, and this is where you're going to click, and this little box is going to pop up. So if you're going to say, maybe you want to talk about dogs on this one, you could say Golden Retriever, and that's what you want to put on that Post-it. You can pick any of these colors. If you pick this one, there's not going to be any colors, it's just going to be kind of clear. And then when you're done, you're ready, you're going to hit save, and your Post-it is going to pop onto your Jamboard. Now this screen will still be here, so you're just going to click anywhere around it, and it'll take you back to your Jamboard. Now notice how I'm on the mouse, it's got a big gray circle around it. Whatever you click on, that's what you're on when it has the big gray circle. So I have my mouse, my select button. This is when I can click on notes on here, and I can move them. Now you guys know you can make your note bigger, as big as you want, or you can make it pretty small. And you can also rotate it with that corner there. And then this little button with the 3 dots lets you edit your note. You can duplicate it, which means it's just going to make another one, or you can delete it. And then there's also another button on here, order, and that's a little bit different. So if you have duplicate, let's say you have a couple things on here, and I want this one back here, I want it to be in front of my other Post-it note, kind of like if you layer Post-it notes on top of each other. Let's say you want the one that's on the bottom to be on the top. you're going to click on your little, let me make this a different color real quick so you can see it better. I'll make it bigger too. So I want this green Post-it note to be on top. So I'm going to click on my 3 buttons. Whoops. I'm going to click on the 3 buttons, and there's order. So I can bring it to the front, which means it's going to be on the very, very, very top. I can bring it forward, which means it's going to come up 1 layer. So if you had like 6 different Post-it notes, it's just going to come up 1 layer. And then if you wanted to send one back a layer or send it all the way to the bottom, you can use these back buttons down here. So if I said bring forward, it's going to put it on top of my other Post-it. Okay, so those are the Post-its. And then we also have pictures. Now this is really fun. Let's say you want to bring in photos that you have on your computer. Maybe a parent helped you take pictures, or you downloaded a picture from somewhere. You can click Browse, and you can go find your picture. So let's see. And this is something you might need your parents' help to do, or a family member, and that's completely fine, up to you. Let's see, let's go to pictures here. How about these cupcakes? And I want to bring in this cupcake picture. So, ta-da, cupcake. Okay, but there's other ways to add pictures too. So you click on the add image. The best way to do it is you guys can use your cameras on your Chromebooks if you want to, and you can take pictures from the front, or you can do Google image search. And let's say I want to find a puppy. I can search the word puppy, and lots of pictures of puppies are going to come up. And let's see, I want this guy right here, or this girl, looks like a pink color. And I'm going to hit insert, and it's going to pop right on my page. Okay, and then you can add lots of pictures. Now you can make these bigger, smaller, you can move them, you can turn them just like your Post-its. And they also have those 3 dots. You can copy it, you can delete it, or you can change what layer it's on as well. Okay. And then there are a couple other ways you can do pictures as well, but the main ways that you're going to do it are going to be Google image search, and you're going to upload. Or maybe you're going to take a picture with your camera. So maybe if you draw something on paper and you want to take a picture of it by yourself, you could do the camera option, and you could just hold up your picture to your camera and take the picture on your computer. And then down here, last couple things, we have this circle, and this is how you draw shapes. So if you click on the actual button again, you have a circle, a square, a triangle, a diamond, an arrow, a bar, a half circle, and a rounded rectangle. So you can pick any of these, and you can drag and drop them on here. You can duplicate them to make more of them. You can delete it. You can change the order. And I think you can change the colors as well, but you guys will have to play around with that and see how we do it. And then text box. Text box are really important if you want to make a cool like book on here. You just click on the text box button, and then click wherever you want text. So you could say right there, and I would say, my golden retriever, actually I need to capitalize that because it's a name. My golden retriever puppy ate a peppermint cupcake. Okay. And now my text is there, but I want to make it a little bit smaller. So I'm going to drag it like this with my little corners here. I can make my words bigger. I can make them smaller. You can obviously rotate them. Okay, if you want that to look like that, you can change it, you can copy it, you can delete it, and you can change the order. Okay. And then this is just kind of for fun, but there's this laser button down here, and it's basically just a red dot. So this is more like for me if I'm teaching you guys and I say, look over here, friends, look over here. Okay, but that is how you use Jamboard. And like I said, you are going to get to start using this next week to make cool things like make a book, do a presentation. You can tell us everything about your pets. You can add all of your favorite cars or all of your favorite colors. And then that's something you can send to me, and I'll show you how to do that later. Or you can just share it with the class for fun, or share it with family members. So that is Jamboard, and I hope you have fun with it. Bye, friends.